Hi, okay, so now we finished the first half of Unit 3. What I want to do is a bit of revision in today's lessons, in this week's lessons rather, and then have a short progress test perhaps the week after or the week after that. Okay, so we've finished half of Unit 3. Let's pause for a moment, have a look back at what we've done. Okay, so what I want you to do first off, if you go to our classroom, I'll just go to, there's two, I've got both classes obviously, but you just go to yours, classwork, revision materials, and then Econ Guide, and we scroll down and go to topic 3, okay, so microeconomic decision makers, make that a touch bigger. And what I want you to do is, using this as a guide, I would like you to make a large mind map on Unit 3, Part 1. Okay, so Unit 3, Part 1, which is all the way from Money and Banking 3.1. Then we talked about households, and in fact, we did this in a slightly different order. This is the most recent bit that we've just done in the last week in the previous lessons. So then we got households and the influences of spending, saving, and borrowing. Then we looked at workers, so workers, choice of occupation, wage determination, reasons for difference in earnings, division of labour specialisation, trade unions that you made your leaflets on and did workbook on that, and that was it. Okay, so 3.5 is kind of the second half of this unit. We'll do that in the run up to Easter, and then hopefully after Easter, or a couple of weeks after Easter, we can be back in together and do macroeconomics number 4 together. Okay, I would like to do macro together because it is quite tricky. Okay, in fact, I'd quite like to do some of these topics together. It does get a little bit more complicated. Okay, so anyway, on to talking about today then, I would like you to do 3.1 through to 3.4. I've already made a general guide for you, so you can see I've got money, I've got trade unions, I've got difference in earnings, I've got banking, I've got stock markets, I've got nothing on this one. Oh no, that is stock markets. I've got spending, saving and borrowing, and choice of occupation, okay? I'm using a website called Coggle, okay? I believe you can also use a website called MindMap. I've never used this one, but some students say this one's better. I've got no idea. Use whichever one you think is most appropriate and the one that you know. But I've always just used Coggle. And then what I want you to do is then write as much detail as you can. You might need to zoom out a little bit to fit everything in. That's absolutely fine, okay? So start with money, nice and easy. So anything widely accepted in exchange for goods and services. And then I'm going to put the 4 functions. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, smash that there, and then I'm going to put 4 off that. Ooh. Okay, oh, look at that, now it's happening. So then in here, I'm going to put medium of exchange. Okay, I'm going to define that. I haven't got time right now, this video is already getting a bit too long. I'm going to put unit of account. Define that, and work on like this. Okay, so this might seem like quite a simple task, but it's a really good task for getting into and revising what we've done. Okay, and really making sure that you're not just copying off the videos, you're not just like being a bit of a passenger, that you can actually do as much of this just based on this document here and your own memory. Okay, so any questions then, what you can do is either share this with me. There is a way to share these. Share this Coggle and I can have a look. Or if you can't get that to work, just take several screenshots and send it to me. If you want to make this on a big piece of paper, you've got access to A3 or A2 paper. You can do that for me and then take pictures of it as well. So one of my A-level students, real quick, Dashani, she made a really nice one for some AS work and hand wrote it. Okay, so I don't know what size paper she's working with there, but I can still read it and have a look through there. There's probably a little bit more to do on ours, but you get the gist with that, don't you? Okay, so if you much prefer to do that, you can, but you'd have to make sure that you've got access to a big sheet of paper. Okay, that looks like she might be working on A2 there, actually. That looks like A4, 4 A4s. Maybe she just stuck them together because there's some lines here, or maybe that's where she folded it. It doesn't matter. You choose. I personally would use computers because you can edit it, you can move it about, you can add bits, and you get all the benefits of ICT. Okay? So you've got choice of occupation, non-financial, financial, etc., etc. Okay? Motives for spending and saving, income, and you can add as much detail as you can as a revision task for Unit 3, Part 1. Okay? Hopefully that's nice and simple. I encourage you to use the entire double for this. If you're doing a good job, this should be at least 2 to 3 hours work. Okay? And remember, we're always working from this document here. 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, all the way through to 3.4, not 3.5. We have not done that yet. Okay? Thank you.